Hello everybody, since we are approaching 500 subs, I decided to give a tour of my trophy lodge. Now, this isn't the only one I have, but this is the one we are currently adding to. I started it after Scoring 2.0 update rolled out, and I will continue adding to it until it's full. But before we get into the video, I would like to remind everyone to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to never miss an upload. Also, I stream on Twitch 5 days a week. If you would like to receive notifications for when I go live or post a video, as well as talk about anything Call of the Wild, be sure to join my Discord. Links to all of those will be down below. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So I think first we will start out with this room. This one does not have too much special. We've got a piebald mule deer, some decent looking bucks that most of these I kept them because they were the larger level 2s, and a lot of them had things that I liked about them. We've got our biggest brown buffalo. I'm keeping some of the OG racks for the mule deer for whenever they get changed to true racks. We've got albino black-tailed deer, a red-brown lesser kudu. This is the biggest gold wildebeest that I have as of now. We will attempt to get something bigger in the future. Next we have the hall leading up to the middle of the lodge, which we've got a bunch of the true score buffalo lined up along here. Most of these were level 9s or 8s that just didn't make diamond because right now the level 9s are kind of bugged on their scoring, so most of them hit around the 180 mark. But a lot of these are level 9s that just didn't make it. We've got a decent sized elk sitting up here. I kept this one mainly because I just like the way this rack looks. It looks nicer than some of the other level 4s. Got a gray puma that is kind of a placeholder until we get a better rare. But for now, that looks alright, so I decided to keep it. Now, this room right here has been my main deer room, I guess you could say. And then anything that else is here is just filler because you can't put deer on the smaller mounts. So these are a couple failed diamond mouflon. They were trolls, level 5s, that just happened to make gold instead. Got a winter female wolf, the smallest red deer I've ever seen, so I had to taxidermize him. We've got a olive male wolf, some more bucks that are decent looking whitetail, and we got another troll mouflon, a few random like cool rack blacktail deer, but for the most part this is just a lot of filler stuff. I didn't have any body mounts for these, so they're temporarily up here until I get some decent males to go along with them. And here is a melanistic axis deer. An albino roe deer. I actually will probably change this one's position at some point. This was a level 5 Basidi that scored well below diamond because the scoring on them is a little off at the moment. Okay, now this room here is where I keep most of my female albinos and melanistics. The ones that I've got a few of, so they didn't make it into the main area, but they go in here instead. And most of these are pretty common ones, like the ibex and the axis. It's not too difficult to get those in rares, but figured I'd still keep them, you know. So we got blacktail albino, the seedy red deer, black buck, axis deer, and another black buck. Which that about wraps it up for this room. There wasn't really too much in here to show off. Right now, here's the hallway leading up to this next room. This is a fairly large mythical red deer. I wanted to keep one of the mythicals just so that we would have the rack for when they change it to true racks. This was a troll level 5 elk, since elk are kind of broken right now. A beige Gemsbach. This was the biggest beige I've killed so far. This was a troll level 5 that ended up making gold, sadly. I was really hoping that we would get this one diamond, but we did not, unfortunately. We got a couple harlequins. These are just kind of filler until we get better scoring ones. But I wanted to keep a piebald and a dark version. This is the biggest blacktail I've killed so far. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted the footage of this one, so I don't have the hunt for it, unfortunately, but at least you guys get to see it now. It is by far the biggest blacktail I've seen. Has very funky antlers. But here is another troll Basidi. And then this one I kept because it's got a very tight curl on it, which looks really good in my opinion. Next, we've got this little room right here, which is another deer room. I keep a lot of the legacy racks that are going to get changed whenever they add in the true racks for the mule deer and the red deer. We've also got some more blacktail that were decent level 5s or level 4s, but didn't make diamond. And then another piebald mule deer. Some more blacktail that were level 5s and large level 4s. And albino red deer. And a pristine Iberian wolf. This one's just filler until we get something better to put there. Alright, now for this room, we don't have a ton in here yet. We've got a couple links. These guys are fillers for now until I can get either a diamond or some rares. Another mule deer. Some of these I probably need to take down because I've gotten better ones. But we got a couple lions. These will be put in a multi-mount eventually, but until I get a good male lion, these are just going to go here. Got a piebald Roosevelt elk. A black bear that should have been diamond, but it ended up rounding it out and giving me a gold instead of a diamond. We've got a failed diamond puma. This was also a max level one that just did not quite make it. We've got another piebald Roosevelt elk. A decent Ronda ibex. I'm pretty sure I kept this one because of the way the horns look. Yeah, this one's has decent horns, yeah. That's why I kept it, I guess. Albino blacktail deer, melanistic Basidi ibex, an albino red deer again. These are the 3 piebald blacktail that I actually got in one of my recent videos. If y'all have not seen that one, I will put it at the end of this video for y'all to see. But they were all at the same lake, which was pretty cool, so I figured that we needed to put them together. It's only fitting that all 3 of them stay on the same wall. But that's pretty much it for this room. There's not really a ton in here yet, so we will keep adding to these last few mounts that are available in here. Alright, so for this next room, this is probably my favorite room in the entire lodge. This is our rare room. So we've got quite a bit going on in here. We've got 2 piebald red deer. This one is I believe it was a level 6. Unfortunately, it's the smaller level 6 rack, I believe, but still super cool to get. We have a couple albino water buffalo, along with the, well, this is so far the biggest piebald axis I've killed. I would like to get either a level 4 or a 5 to replace this one, but until then, that's going to have to do. This is my albino puma. This is the only albino I've come across. So we've got that with a kind of funky looking elk that I just kind of decided to put here because I thought it looked good with the puma. We've got a melanistic black buck, my crowned wildebeest that you all saw in one of my recent videos. This is the piebald roe deer that we got yesterday actually. So I figured this one needed to be displayed on a full body mount because it just looks so good. Here is the gold Gemsbach. I hope that we can get a larger one sometime because this one's horns are a little bit small. If we could get a large one, that would be great. This wall right here is all the albino and cystic animals from Parque Fernando, and then we have one random albino mouflon at the end, along with 3 piebald does for mule deer. But this guy right here is probably my favorite of the leucistics I have. A pretty large black buck, to be honest, which was super cool to get. Got a melanistic axis deer male right here. The melanistic mouflon that we killed quite a few videos ago. I can't remember when we got this one, but yeah, he's there. Then we got our albino warthog right here. We've got melanistic duck right here. And this is my wall of ducks. We've got a beige teal, a piebald teal, a blonde mallard, melanistic mallard, and a brown hybrid mallard. So that about does it for this room. Oh, I almost forgot. Here is our red-brown kudu with a filler kudu for now until we get a larger one. I believe this is a small horns level 4. I can never remember what the small and large horns look like, but I'm pretty sure this is the small ones. I could be wrong though, but that's the end of this room. So now we get to the last couple areas. These are a couple troll level 5 elk. This is one of the cooler racks. I really like the way this one looks. It's different than what most of them look like. Unfortunate that the scoring for them is a little bit high right now. So most of them will not make diamond. I actually don't think I've seen any of them make diamond. But we've got a couple moose over here that were just shy of diamond. This one was a level 4, and I believe this was actually a level 5, but it only scored 287, which was quite unfortunate. But next up we have our albino Iberian mouflon, along with a common Iberian wolf. This one was a level 9 that did not make diamond, I believe. I think. It was either that or a mythical. One of the two. We've got a pristine male. This is the largest pristine I've found so far. And then we have the olive one that fell 0.3 short of diamond. This is actually the most recent one that I've added to this. And I think it looks cool with it. I like how there's 3 different fur variations going after the mouflon. Then we've got the first level 5 blacktail that I killed since True Score released, along with a decent-sized gray puma. And this wall right here is kind of just really weird racked blacktails. All of these have something unique about them that makes them different than the others. Most of them just have really twisted antlers, which I really like it when the deer have super twisted antlers like that. I think it is amazing that they added True Rex for that reason. Here is our gray wolves. This one, I believe it's this guy right here. He was a level 9 and fell 0.1 short of diamond, which that was pretty sad. Then we have our common female along with our red-brown female. This wall, I believe it would let me see. There we go. Yeah, a piebald cinnamon teal, red cinnamon teal, a 206 scoring blacktail. This is our second biggest blacktail, actually. Then we have a beige teal, another piebald teal, and a red-brown gray wolf. Here is a white-tailed jackrabbit. I don't know why I still have this one. It's not my highest scoring anymore, so I probably should get rid of that, but for now it's there. Now we get into the good stuff. This is my diamonds. So we start out with a cinnamon teal and another cinnamon teal. It seems like most cinnamon teal get 4.6. I don't know how high they max at, but 4.6 seems to be the average for them. This would have been a diamond, but I screwed it up and completely missed vitals, which that was pretty unfortunate. Here is our diamond red deer that we got a few days ago, along with one of the piebald females that I got. Then here is our only diamond moose. This was a pretty big one, and it was actually a level 4. So I've heard that level 4 moose get diamond a lot more than 5s, which is kind of sad. These are some diamond water buffalo from when they were still like really easy to get. I'm not sure how they went from being super easy to get to almost impossible to get. But yeah, those are all from before the most recent patch. And here is the main diamond room. We've got another teal, a mallard, another mallard, water buffalo, a bunch of cinnamon teal. I'm not going to go over all of them. Another mallard. A decent roe deer. This is, I think, my highest scoring roe deer. 91, just under 92. And this is our diamond gray wolf, which I unfortunately did not get to record. But here is our whitetail deer diamond. This is, I think, the largest diamond whitetail I have. I'm pretty sure the other one's kind of small compared to him. But this is along with our albino that we got a few weeks ago. Then we've got our two blue wildebeest diamonds that we got recently. This is the bighorns one along with the smallhorns one, which I like a lot that we were able to get both of them and have them side by side. I think that looks amazing. Another teal. This is kind of a funky little roe deer that we got, I think like a week and a half ago or a week ago. But it looks pretty cool. I think this is my favorite diamond roe deer just because that one horn is kind of off to the side. This is the one that we got with the air gun yesterday, or 2 days ago, or whenever I got it. Here is our biggest diamond gemsbok. Our diamond mule deer that we searched for so long, and it took me so long to get one. I'm pretty sure I hunted for these guys for like a week straight before I finally found a big rack level 5. Here's our diamond axis. I don't really hunt axis very often, so I don't know if this is a high score, if I could get it. 385. I don't know if 385 is good for them, because I rarely hunt them, but yeah. Here is our dark red diamond puma. It was super cool that I was able to get a diamond that was dark red, because I like the dark red a lot more than the common, so that's pretty cool. Then we got the 277 whitetail deer, the 6.4 diamond rabbit, the 183 diamond mouflon. Alright, well that brings this lodge tour to an end. If you would like to see any of my other lodges from older builds, let me know in the comments below. And until my next video, I hope you all have an amazing day. Peace, my dudes.